I would just fly away. And I always knew I couldn't stay. So I had a dream that I'd just fly away. I've been on my own for a minute. Is it only me out there? Searching for the place to be.
Hi team. I'm grateful to have the opportunity to thank and recognise those of our staff that have been stood down and unable to attend work during this COVID period. Individually, your commitment and patience in isolation is such a huge variable to a returning of life as we know it. In the past, we've successfully come out of bushfires, floods, the GFC, and we know the same with COVID. We will come back stronger. However, today, I think it's so important to recognise that if you're in isolation, if you're stood down, if you're in a lockdown LGA, you are wearing a heavy burden for the greater good of the entire community, and I appreciate that. The great news is, we know the solution, and it's vaccination. Please, if you haven't already, talk to your doctor and get the real advice. We need an 80% vaccination rate across the entire community, and with that, we will get our summer of freedom. I look forward to seeing all of you then.
Having been at the dealership for quite some time, I can testify that there's not much I haven't seen over the years. It's never been easy, it's always been quite a crazy ride. But I also know that we've been through so much as a team. I know that teams have changed, I know that we've been through global financial crises, we've experienced recessions before, management changes, staff changes, the loss of loved ones that used to be on staff with us. But I also know that we're a great bunch. We have great resilience. And I just want you to understand that I do believe that we can get through this. And I know that we've got a great brand. I know we've got great people. But we need to be kind to each other at the moment. And I think we also need to be generous with our conversations. But I just wanted to pass on my best wishes for the Gilberts in the fact that we are celebrating 33 years of being in business, which is a huge thing these days. And I know that, there are some that obviously aren't doing so well, but I know also that if we rally around together, we can get there, we can achieve great things. But it starts with each and every one of us. And I think the word that we need to find is grit. And I guess I'm asking you guys to really pitch in and understand and take a few steps back and say, hey, this isn't going to beat us. We're a tough team. We know that we've experienced tough times before and that there'll be tough times again. It's not the situation, it's how we react to the situation that matters.
I've been here at Phil Gilbert Motor Group since 2007, so coming up to nearly 15 years. And in that time period, I have seen some really good times and I've seen some hardship times and bad times. Predominantly 2008, we had the GFC, the global financial crisis, where things got very tight, business was affected, but we worked through it together and we got through stronger on the other side. In 2011, there was the tsunami in Japan, and how that affected us here was new car delivery and parts deliveries. They were both affected for quite a period of time. And again, we worked through together and we got through it on the other side in a stronger position. In COVID-19, we got people at lockdown situations, people at home, people working from home. We're all thinking of you. We will get through this together. You guys will all be coming back to work soon. And I'd love to see, once again, 100 vehicles in the workshop, all the rattle guns going off all at the one time, everyone having a good time getting all the work done. And that time will come. Just hang in there and we'll get through this together.
Good evening, Phil Gilbert Motor Group. It's been tough times in all our lives of COVID-19, but it's also come with many silver linings and many more to come. There's many things over the last year and a half we've done differently to what we've ever done before. Some of these things have actually improved on the way we previously did things in the past. This pandemic has been bad for all of us, but it's opened us up in many different ways. We will get through this. Don't stress about things you can't achieve that aren't in your reach, but strive on things you're able to achieve. Team Gilbert, I'll finish off by saying we're all in this together. Get vaccinated, stay safe, and let's celebrate when this current lockdown is done and dusted.
Hi, this is G for Phil Gilbert Motor Group. I've been with the company for over 20 years. I know it's a difficult time to stage with this pandemic, but things will get better. We have had bushfires and floods, and we'll always come back stronger. I would like you and your families to stay well and be safe. Thank you.
I've been at Phil Gilbert's now for just over 15 years and certainly seen my fair share of challenges throughout that period. We're obviously going through a fairly big one at the moment with COVID, but I do believe that the challenges the business has experienced in the past has put us in good stead to make sure we come through this one as well. I remember about 10 years ago, the Japanese tsunamis wiped out a number of factories overseas, and we weren't sure what sort of stock we were going to be able to get from the manufacturers and basically how we were going to be able to survive as a business. What I remember was being very quick to mobilise our processes and our strategies to make sure that we did come out of it a better business the other side. I believe that's exactly what we're doing as we go through this challenge, and we will draw on those experiences as a business from those challenges in the past to make sure that we do the same, that we come out of this one a better business for it in the end, which I'm absolutely confident we will do.
Hi everyone. I worked for Pgmg for just over 10 years now. Through my time with the business, I was fortunate enough to work at different sites and to move between Lidcombe and Croydon. I have noticed that no matter what site I'm working at or who I'm reporting to, Pgmg is a unique place to work for. Yes, we are a unique team. As we care, we help, and we coach each other. We've always been by each other's side during the good times, and even more during the hard ones. I've seen us going through a lot of challenges, a financial crisis, bushfires, and the first wave of this pandemic. No matter what the world has thrown at us, we always stood by each other, and we made it to the light at the end of the tunnel.
Hi everyone, I've worked at Pgmg for almost 10 years now, and over that time I've come to learn that it doesn't matter if we are working through the best of times or through more challenging or trickier times. No 2 days are ever going to be the same. You know, we've worked through really tricky times like challenges that tsunamis have thrown at us, bushfires, multiple hailstorms, or even really tragic and sad events like the passing of our dear friend Bob Goldsworthy, where we've wondered, will we ever see the light through this? But the answer is we always bounce back. We always bounce back stronger together. We always bounce back more prepared. We always bounce back more resilient. Stay strong. We will get through this.
Hi team, Edwina here. I am just on 18 years now with the business, which seems like a long time. Some years have flown by and been a lot of fun, and some years have been a lot more traumatic and difficult. Certainly the one that we've experienced to date has been. But if I reflect on those more traumatic times, they've been the greatest learning experiences of my career. They really teach you an awful lot about your own skill set, and they equip you for the next challenge. And the reality is that we are going to have these ups and downs in our personal life, in our professional life, in the dealership business life, and we need to be agile, we need to be strong and resilient, and we need to look after those that need more support. So that's what we're endeavouring to do. It will be a little bit scary at times. We really understand that, and we also feel that. But it's important to take control of the things that are within our grasp and do them to the best of our ability, because we can't worry about the things that we can't change. We can only worry about what we can change. So keep focused on day by day, and treat this as a learning experience. You'll look back and it will be formative in our lives. So hang in there.
I was scared to reach for it all, knowing I was here for a reason.